My name is Billy Mitchell. They call me Mr. Apollo, and welcome to the world-famous Apollo Theater.
The Apollo opened its doors as the Apollo in 1934. We're just about in our 80th year. As general manager, I'm responsible for all of theater operations, all theater logistics, from concerts and shows coming in, the actual performances and them leaving, working with the artists and their management and agents, the promoters, operations and facilities, IT, front of house, production. Basically, if it moves in the building somehow, way or another, general management's involved. Iconic programming of the Apollo, of course, everybody knows, is Amateur Night. The famous phrase that we have here is "be good or be gone." We like to say that the Apollo audience is the toughest in the world. If they like you, they let you know it, and if they don't, they also let you know it. Many years ago, there's another theater in Harlem, and there was a tree that was out front. And it became a very popular place for performers just to hang out, and agents started to come up and hire from this tree. So it became known as the Tree of Hope. And at one point, the sidewalk was damaged in a way that it was a foregone conclusion that they were going to have to take the tree out to effect the repair. The owner of the theater at the time had a big chunk of the trunk cut out and brought to the Apollo, where it's sat on its pedestal ever since. And all amateurs and professionals since then have come out and rubbed the Tree of Hope for good luck before they perform. We look to Insperity Recruiting Services to help us find the outstanding talent for behind the scenes in order to support the world-class artists that are on stage. The amount of artists that have come through the Apollo is staggering. Basically, anyone you've ever heard of has played the Apollo. James Brown, Michael Jackson, Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knight, Stevie Wonder, Patti LaBelle, the list goes on and on. In the nonprofit world of cultural art, it's unlike any other industry or business in the world, so you can't just apply corporate headhunting type recruiting to gain the individuals that we need. We have very specific skill sets that are required to work in this type of environment.
The Apollo Theater found me through Insperity's recruiting services. I manage and supervise all of the operations that happen for the events in the Apollo Theater. Employees that I manage are part of that experience that a lot of people don't see. We do need to provide a world-class experience because we are known as the world-famous Apollo Theater.
The position that Insperity Recruiting Services helped me fill was Director of Theater Operations. I basically spoke with my Insperity Recruiting Services rep and said, this is what I'm looking for. I need a person who's got this core skill set, but I need this person to also have a little bit of this and a little bit of that, which I don't think you're going to find, so good luck.
There was an Insperity recruiter who contacted me by phone originally, and then we began email correspondence throughout the process and continued that process until I was hired.
They would ask us some very specific questions, help us narrow down what type of candidate we're looking for, helped us source those candidates to see to gauge their interest and availability to come in and talk with us. I believe did a number of sort of preliminary interviews just to make sure that they would in fact fit into the category of individual that we were looking for, and then helped us set up those interviews and navigate the sort of difficult waters of finding the right person for the right role. One of the resumes that came right to the top was Rick. So I was unbelievably impressed and a little bit like, how did this happen? Like, how did you find the person that I was looking for to fill this role?
In regards to my current situation, I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Rick is doing a fantastic job, and he is exactly what I need in the role of Director of Theater Operations. He has become my right hand. When I have to hire my next staff member, I'm going to do both. I'm going to rub the Tree of Hope, and I'm going to call Insperity Recruiting Services.